I was in college and I'm sitting here and we're in engines class. And in engines class, they're teaching you, they're like, yo, horsepower equals torque times RPM divided by 5252. Write that down.
Wait, horsepower equals
torque times RPM divided by 5252.
Why 5252?
That is the standard. That is where, if you have an all motor car or even some turbo cars, that's where if you ever look at where the dyno plots cross, it'll cross at 5252.
Oh shit. Okay.
Do you know how you can tell when people mess with dyno numbers and figures? Is when you see the cross that happen at a different RPM. That's when they doctor or Photoshop, dyno stuff. And people do that. There are people in the BMW community that Photoshop dynos. No, I haven't seen anybody do it in the last few years.
It's not hard to do a Photoshop.
Oh, it's not hard. But when I'm looking at the dyno graph and it's crossing at 6,500 RPM, and you're like, wait a second, this doesn't make any sense. And then he's making the most power at anybody, and the car don't do numbers. It has no good quarter mile time. Yeah. Every race he's losing. It's like, bro, at that point, you're like, wait a second, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
What ends up happening is that I read that and I was like, okay, torque breaks things. That's the force. Mm-hmm. You can have your gear multiplier. What ends up happening is that if you have lower torque, you're gonna, your drive line is gonna be safer.